Hi, so sorry about that delay. I had a Streamlab update that totally borked most of my scenes, but I thankfully got it up and corrected. It just took some set up because my cam, everything went bye-bye, but now it's back. So, welcome again to Hard Drive 32, a channel all about connecting and reviving nostalgia of 32-bit generation, say PlayStation, with fresh new dev techniques. So things from Unreal Engine. I'm Alex Wolken, and I have history both as an art director at a mobile game company as well as being art director at a business magazine. And so I've got like a background in both graphic design and video game design, and this is all about my journey of becoming an indie game dev. So where we left off last time is I was working on a platformer game via Unity Bolt. So Unity Bolt is Unity's version of a visual programming language. If you're using Unreal Engine, you might think of Blueprints, same thing. My background is being an artist, it is not being a programmer. So the thing is I wish to learn is visual programming so I can get a slightly working prototype. And if it's polished enough, and it's good enough, pursuing outside help from my real programmer. But that's the thing is, you can get pretty far nowadays prototyping with visual programming languages. So that's what I'm learning today is I'm going through Unity's tutorial that they have to make a platformer, because that's the type of game I'm making, is a platformer in the end. So we'll see how far I can get today, and maybe if I'm lucky I'll complete their tutorial, and from there start adding my own stuff and telling you about the project that I'm going to be working on. So let's begin by popping up my screen here. And feel free while I'm working to ask questions. The past 2 times I've streamed, I kind of just stopped and explained every little thing that there is with Bolt and any kind of new design or programming terms that come up. However, what I'm probably going to do with these streams is they are the time for me to work on a game, because I do want to show you guys how to make a game, indie game, from the very beginning with someone that has like knowledge on the art side of things but doesn't have a lot of knowledge on the programming side of things. So you guys are going to watch my struggles and tribulations in making a game, but to do so I need to actually make this game. And so a lot of this time right now during these live streams needs to be me working on the game. So please ask questions as I'm going along. If you're curious about things I'm doing with this platform tutorial, it's gonna be pretty basic in the beginning, like any project, any game project. But feel free to ask any questions while I'm going along. But for now, we're going to try to complete the Bolt platformer tutorial. And later on in this channel's lifetime, I do plan to release individual videos that explain certain game dev topics, as well as maybe deep dive into both art and programming production when it comes to games. Alright, so where we last left off, our character, we set up a character controller for him. Let me open up the project now. We set up a character controller for our player character, which character controller is exactly what it sounds like. It's when you press a button, the character is controlled. So we set that up, made it to where he can jump, play the animations with the character. So now we have a character that can walk and jump. And today we're going to be setting up, let's see here, there's a Spikes and Death tutorial, which I'm going to try to run through pretty quick. We'll see how far I can get with it. Level change, heads up display, doors and keys. I bet I can get to HUD if I go really fast within the next hour. Let's see what I can do here. Before I continue any further, I'm going to check my audio. That looks good. Okay. Yeah, we good to roll. We are good to roll. Right. So Spikes and Death tutorial. Open up the project. Voila, there's a little guy. Press and play. He's got a little space helmet, though it looks like it has breathable oxygen. So It's probably an invader to Earth, because otherwise he could just breathe our oxygen. So this is a bad dude. He may look cute, he's a bad dude. So we got to where we could jump and not double jump. And that was all thanks to what we set up here inside the flow graph, which, if you look here, here's something fantastic. Earlier I told you guys in the previous stream that code is like sending little boats down a river. Each little boat is delivering something at the end of that river, and it has to work in sequential order as the boats come and go. So you can actually see it visually on the screen with visual programming. These little dots here that are these little circles that are traveling down like this, that is the little boats. That is the code flowing from the top of the river down to the bottom to arrive at its destination. And so everything, pretty much everything in the game has to work sequentially. One thing has to go, then another thing. Simultaneous branches of code don't, they do go off at the same time occasionally, but for a lot of what you're working with in the game, the puzzle of programming is you're trying to have things move in sequential order in a way that makes the most sense and is the most efficient. So the shortest path too. Alright, so let's see what this tutorial has us do. In this part, we will add a death mechanic. When the player touches the spikes at the bottom of the level, we'll keep it very simple. As soon as you touch the spikes, the level gets reloaded. Adding a death event. In your player controller graph, add a death group with the following units. I love that they're just... Alright, so they're just like... What they're explaining here is they're going to... Oh, here I am, I'm already starting to explain again. It's so hard not to want to explain everything to you guys. But then there's also the thing of working on the game. So, short and skinny of this is making it to where when the character dies, it reloads the level. And in Unity's case, levels are called scenes. So, just burning into my brain what I'm making here. Let's make it. Getting the name of the scene. Scene name Get. I wonder if I can do that lowercase and uppercase. That's one interesting thing on code is sometimes things have to be uppercase and lowercase. But I don't know. I'm not knowledgeable enough to know which cases I should have either going. So that's the question. So, custom events allow us to listen to an event with any name we choose. In this case, we set it to death. Later, when creating our spikes graph, we will trigger that event. Custom events also support any number of arguments, but in this case, we don't need them. We'll use them later when creating health points and damage. Okay, triggering death on collision, spike collision. Select the spikes object in the scene view, add a flow machine component, create a new macro for it named spikes, apply the changes to the prefab, delete the default start and update units. Okay, we'll do that, and then I get what they're doing here too. Spikes. Great song, by the way. Death Grips, Spikes. Only listen to it if you're okay with very, very hardcore rap. Don't listen to it if you have trouble with pretty intense rap. So this would be a I feel so silly. Okay, I want to make sure I do this right. Just in case. Okay, that's what I thought. Great. I was about to do it wrong. I knew it. Okay. Yeah, flow machine. Badass. Cool. That's what we should do. Oh, by the way, guys, I was going to show you this. This is Unity's documentation site. It's exhaustive. So if you need any help at all, you can always go here and get an absolute breakdown of everything. And they update it really frequently. It's fantastic. Okay. I want to delete the update event. Or the events to check when we should run it. Okay, they want us to apply it to the prefab. So whenever you apply a prefab, that means every instance of that, every time you reuse an object, if you apply it, all the spikes will now have a macro now, because you applied it to all of them. You gave it to all of them. That's what it means when you apply a prefab. It's changing all the other prefabs at once. Okay. On Collision 2D enter. God, I want to explain all this to you guys. On Collision 2D enter is every object in the game world typically will have a collision box or collision plane or collision whatever. And it's how you detect when one thing hits another. In a fighting game, you have very complex collision boxes for your fighters, so that when they punch another person or punch another character, the collision box hits the collision box of the other person, detects that, and then does damage. So it's an easy way for you to detect one object touching another. So that's what on collision enter 2D is saying. This object is entering this 2D object. So on collision enter 2D. And we're telling it that when the player enters the spikes, we want to trigger event death. Okay. I'm used to actually doing this in code. I'm used to doing it in 3D, or in visual programming. player. Compare tag, okay. So objects have tags or are set on layers. So for example, if you click player, you'll see here in the top right of the game object view where it says tag. So anything that has a tag of player will be affected by these spikes, is what we're saying here. And we want it to trigger event trigger. Custom event trigger. Okay. Gotta be a way to focus in an object. Custom event trigger. Death. Do you guys have any questions so far about any of the craziness going on here? It's probably pretty simple so far. Do a true false branch here. Okay, so now when the collider of the player hits the collider of the spike, should cause scene to load. Let's recap. Okay, yeah, let's recap what's happening here. We listen for collisions on the spike's object. When a collision happens, we check if the object owning the collider is tagged player. If it does, we send that object to the death event. And the player object, we listen to the death event. And when we receive it, we reload the current scene. Alright, it says it should work. I bet it messed up somewhere, but if not, it should work. Okay, and oh, there you go, it's working. Good stuff. So yeah, as the let me jump to 3D view here for a second. I'll select the player. His 2D collider is, you guys see this green? Oh, it's so faint. You have to be on like 4K to see this. Let me see if I set it in 2D view. You can see it a bit easier. Oof. It's still pretty small. Yeah, it's like this green line, this green box that's around the character. That's its collider. And then you select the spikes here. This is an even easier one to see. That green line there is the spikes collider. And that's the two things that are hitting each other. Alright, so we set that up. Good stuff. Spikes and death. Continue. 5 stars. Whatever. Let's go. Alright, now we're in level change. So, just a reminder for you guys that are just jumping in or checking in later. So, this is Hard Drive 32. Learning how to make an indie dev game from scratch. Got next to no knowledge of the programming side of it, so a lot of this is new. If you guys want to keep up with this or follow it, jump on our Instagram or this YouTube channel here. Subscribe, hit the bell, and yeah, we'll keep going from there. All right, so now we're changing scenes. Consider this channel almost the lo-fi relaxing version of like the YouTube video of the girl drinking coffee with the cat and listening to lo-fi. Just chill with me and enjoy. You got projects, put me up another tab, and we'll both work together. Let's see. Okay, so they're saying that we need to create a new macro called objective for the objective object in the scene, which is this flag here. So we'll go here and then add component, below machine, add a macro, new, add a folder with our other macros, call it objective. And we'll edit graph. And we'll delete the events, because we don't want it to start at the beginning of a scene. We don't want it to check to run this code every single frame via the update event. We want to have something in our game world trigger the event to go, which I'm going to guess is the character entering the collider for the flag, which boom, there you go. The first thing we do is detect if the player reaches the red flag. All that's needed for this is a collision check, like we did for the spikes. Branch there, their game object. Honestly, we can just copy this. All that's the same, okay? But we'll change the event to be objective. I'm gonna guess that's the case anyways. We'll see. Player true false. Okay. But hey, that's copy pasting. We'll try to avoid that to keep our graphs dry. Create a new super unit that we'll use to handle checking for collision with an object of a given tag, telling us whether we hit or target or another object. Cut and paste these units in a new flow macro called onCollisionWidth, and add input and output units, both found underneath. Okay. Oh Lord, I'm trying to remember how to do those. Got this. Okay. Oh look, they include a little link. Thank you. Space. Super unit? That's cute. Do you remember? I don't recall. It's only been like a day too. Okay. Okay. Oh. Yes, Craft Inspector. Here we go. So this one we're calling on collision to the enter trigger. That's what I'm gonna call it. And we go back to spikes. This. We're gonna add an input and output to this super. Input. Before I do that, I should go delete. What? And output. Okay. I'm gonna go with tag. String means type string means like text. Seeing it has default value on there, like they were talking about. I wonder if that's something that's changed. That's okay though. I'm not seeing type either. Gotcha. It has to be value input. Okay. In the output node, add three outputs. A control output in case we hit our target, a control output in case we hit another object, game object value output to the object that we hit. Okay. Easy, right? Easy. Okay. Okay. Target other object. Target other object. Target other objects. Objectee. Doing good. All right, string. String, by the way, in code means line of text or numbers. So it's saying, this is really common in animation. When you want to play certain animations, you'll say you'll try to trigger a string, and that string would be the name of the animation, like double jab. So you would have it play an animation with the string name of double jab. You'll see that later whenever I'm starting doing animation controller stuff. But for now, very cool. Okay. That's interesting. That's not working though. Output type game object. I see. You have to choose a type. Okay. There you go. Perfect. Let's go back to. Can I jump up? Because that's the super unit, which is, that's cool, but should be the super unit. Overview? No. This isn't right. Okay. This post right. I should be within a super unit right now. Yo, what's happening? I'm unable to exit here. How do I exit out of? Maybe I gotta find, well, I'm in the macro. It's like, I think I locked the inspector. Yeah, that's what happened. I locked the inspector. That was so silly me. So I go spikes, which is cool. What I want is this. Add unit. Super unit. That's right. Okay. So somehow there's like two sets of the super units are nested inside of the graphs, and somehow I had accidentally created the super unit outside of that. Which ain't a big deal, but tag. So add unit. Look for things with a certain tag. That's okay. How do we do this here? Wonder why those zeroed out. Object invalid. Huh. It's alright. I'm gonna create new. Inside here. No, that's weird. Nesting. Output. One, two, three. Game on. Oh shoot. Just got it. Oh. gotta have a name first, okay? What's the name there? Cool. Target other object. Okay. Not gonna tab like that again. Bam. Alright, so now... Praise be. Praise be. Praise the sun. Got it. Oh, what the heck? Oh, thank you. Thought I lost it all. Okay. So now I can actually go back to here. Objective. Delete. Okay. I shouldn't get ahead of the tutorial. I started to get ahead of the tutorial and just was doing things myself. Probably a bad idea. They might do something I'm not expecting here. Oh, cool. Okay. That's really neat. Go back to our objective graph and just add player. Neat. Okay, so it's gonna be like, hey, what's the string? And look for player. Boom. I somewhat know what they're doing right now. I'm a little confused by it, so I'll explain in a moment what we're going to do here. See, this is what I was confused by. Check this out. Later in other levels, you'll need to change that variable to the name of the next scene. For example, in level 2, you'll select the objective object and change its scene variable to level 3. So that's why I personally wouldn't have overridden the prefab, because you're having to change the prefab by changing the level name for each sequential level for like the next level and stuff. So what if? All right, simply variable scene. Well, that's cool. So it's like, it's going to load a scene and it's going to check what the scene name is, which, because we have the variable name level 2, it's going to load the level 2 scene. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Saved variables is interesting. It's not quite what I thought it was. But it's what I'm creating now is like a save system for whenever a player reaches a certain level, they can, once they've beaten a level, they'll return to their progress of where they were. Huh. I don't know what this concat stuff is. I think it's like consecutive maybe? Arg? Can I actually tell you what that is? Oh cool, they do it at the bottom. Okay. Concatenates the string representation of two specific objects. arg0, the first object to concatenate object input, arg1, second object to concatenate result. The concatenated string representations of the values of and got. This is probably really easy if I just understood it better. That's alright. That's what learning later is. String unlocked. Boolean, which is like 1 or 0, like yes, no. That's why it's a check mark there. And then saves a variable. Is that it? Is that all? Oh, the bool. The bool. I almost forgot the boolean. See what it says after this. Concat is located under codebase system string. Sets a variable is under variable. It takes arguments you pass to it and joins them together. For example, here the output of the concat unit will be level 2 underscore unlocked. Okay. For example, here the output which we use as the name of the saved variable. Okay. Gotcha. So what it's saying is it's creating like a special code that will be saved, that as you load into the next scene, it will save that scene, but it's going to create a new string out of you beating level called the scene name, the level name, underscore unlocked. And then it'll save that variable, and what we're going to set up is something that then loads that level, that last string. It sounds weird, but I get it, kind of. I get it, I think. Load scene change, right? Give variable. This is what should happen. Let's see if that actually happens. I think that'll only work if my player collides with it, so let's see if that actually does occur. Whee! Oh, good. Variable not found speed. Holy, look at these. Look at this. Variable not found speed on what object? player. And there's the variable speed. Overrides. Apply all. Maybe that override wasn't there. Let's see here. Clear. Oh. Yeah, that's what's up. What was it actually? Oh wait, we haven't set up the key yet. Okay, alright, quick reminder. So, just joined Hard Drive 32, channel dedicated to watching my journey to doing indie dev stuff, but honestly, want it to be a place where other indie devs connect and people follow their passion projects. So if you have any interest in working in the game industry, or you have like creative work as far as illustration or your own indie game project, I really want to share those experiences and go from there and really connect with others. So feel free to like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell if you want to see when I go live Monday through Friday, and chill out with me and work on your own passion projects, and maybe I can help you along your path too. Alright, and today we're learning visual programming. Okay, so far, that's where it's actually loading level. Oh, I should see in there, saved. Let's see what happens here. Let's click play. It is in there, look at that. Saved variables, level 2 unlocked. Awesome. Let's delete this door for a second. Ooh, we did it. It didn't load level 3 because the variable is different, but awesome. Okay, so far it's working. So I guess. Got some important life things going on at the moment, but thankfully I got love and support family. Lets me still work on this stuff, even though personal life's kind of crazy at the moment. So this is a nice little, it's a little oasis working on this. All right. Damn. Okay. Earned a little more XP. This hat is kind of killing me. I'm gonna go without a hat. Prepare. There's some terrible hat hair. Hat hair time. I'm gonna do a quick stretch too. My legs are dead. Cool. Tiny bit of blood now flowing in my body. Keep me alive going to the next chapter. Don the glasses. Cool mode. Smart dude because I'm wearing glasses. Okay. Now we're going to put a menu on the game, which they probably already made for us. Just got to have it trigger. In this tutorial, we will load up a heads-up display on top of your game view. This HUD will be later responsible for displaying health, keys, power-ups, and the pause menu. The technique we'll be using for our HUD is built in all in a separate scene, and then load the scene on top of the real game scene. So this is something, by the way, anytime you're playing a video game and you go to click the menu is an entire, it's like a level into itself. In the case of Unity, levels are called scenes. So the menu takes place in its own scene, and what a game does is there's the camera that's looking at the character in the game world. There's another camera which is dedicated to the menu. When you press pause to bring up your menu, it turns on the other camera and overlays that onto your screen. And you interact with that. So just a little fun thing about menus and games is they're almost like their own level. Let's actually show you guys what I'm talking about too. Just really quickly, look in the project to find scenes. HUD. Ta-da! So there it is. This is the other scene, the scene which has the menu stuff. And if I switch it to like the 3D view, there we go. You kind of see it there. Let's go ahead and put it in 3D space and just turn around here. And the truth about most game menus is they all kind of take place in their own little level. Okay, back to where we were. See, it says, because we won't be implementing the logic for the pause menu until the end of the tutorial, we'll disable it for now so it doesn't cover our view while playing. Open the HUD scene, select the pause menu object, and make it inactive. Okay. So let's go back to the scene. HUD, game object. I'm clicking off the question mark, or not the question mark, check mark there, we'll disable it. Okay. Create a new flow macro called HUD Loader. In this graph, we only need these units. And add it. Okay. Is it a flow or state macro? Yeah, not think about it. Flow. Okay. It might be case specific, so better name, same thing. Boom, done. Okay, easy peasy. We're gonna make an empty game object, and like say our scene here. Create empty HUD loader. And a flow machine. New macro. Cool. Yeah, I knew the tutorial was wrong. Okay, so watch this. Test the game now, you see a row of heart and icons in the top right corner of the interplay mode. That's only true if we didn't disable it. So, like, for example, they made us disable this game object. Let's turn it back on for a second. Unless they want us to disable pause menu? Maybe what's up. Maybe they just want us to get rid of that. So now when I click play. There you go. Na-na-na-na. We're going pretty fast through this, honestly, guys. Kind of happy about this. Supposedly this is going to take 5 hours, and this is the second day of streaming, so we're at 2 hours. Oh, I want to beat it. I want to beat it before. I want to speedrun this tutorial. Key. Access key. Cool. Okay. I'm gonna sit L style for Death Note. Let's see if I'm still on camera when I do this. This is a normal, like some sort of Gargoyle. I did a lot of sitting like this whenever I was at work in the graphic design studio. I do find it pretty comfortable. I'm sure it's fantastic for my posture too. Thing is, I wonder where the super unit is. Documentation. I mean, I got the super unit, but like, create a super unit here? No, I can't. Okay, anyways. Alright, key. Set variable bool. There's key. Okay, and it says destroy object. Destroy means just like disable, don't show in a scene. Like removes an object from the scene. That's what destroy does. So set variable object. And then set it as key. And then from there we will destroy object. Object. Oh, self. Nice. Destroy self. Add unit, object, cell. Oops. Object self get. Yeah, that's not what I think it was. Self. Is self just its own thing? Self. Self it is. Returns the current game object, okay. And then boolean. Which is yes, no. Bool literal. Check for yes. Booyah. Saving. Alright, cool. So now when we apply with the key, I think it should delete itself. Set the door object. So to put in perspective, anything that you want to apply code to, bolt to, you're gonna need a phone machine for. So I almost wish I had done it in here. Okay. Quote unquote. Macros, flow machine. Door. prefab, so it's everywhere. On every door. We got our lovely graph. We're gonna need a variable for it. Maybe like have. No, we can have. Okay. Find a super unit. Easier. Super unit. Let's see how to search for super units. I would love a standing desk, by the way. Wow. Oh my gosh, guys. Check this out. How new is this? Oh my gosh. How handy. Oh my goodness. So what this is a Unity package with a bunch of already made super units. Oh man. So it saves so much time. Yes, definitely gonna add that. Holy cow. Not using it right now. That's gonna be very, very helpful in the future. Good night. Okay. Sorry guys, and back to the project at hand. That's really cool. Doesn't seem right, does it? That's why. Let's check out one thing. 2D, set the sprite renderer to set sprite. Set sprite renderer will set enabled. Okay. There we go. Okay, door open. I'm gonna guess. I can't even remember what it's gonna say. String. Or no, okay, you do the string there. Debug involved. Okay. And this is just saying that inside this console window here in the bottom left part of my screen, debug log just means to put a message in there. And string, like I said earlier, is just text or numbers. Yeah, I think that string. Like, is there a string literal? That's what I want. I just want to find string literal. Key missing. Save. All right. Oh lordy, I'm gonna be so happy if this works. Okay. Tag name is null or empty. Missing. Okay, so debug log is working. The tag name is null or empty. Key tag name. Set to key. It needs my code here. This. I think it's this. Okay. I'm not able to glide with you, sir. Oh, player. Player. Can't glide with yourself, can you? Key missing. Door's got issues here. Mr. Door, let's figure out what the problem is. I don't think it's this one I'll have. Yeah, this one I have a problem with. I don't think so. Okay, here. Oh. Oh, that's it. Okay. All right. I think that'll work now. Fingers crossed, y'all. See what happens here. Okay. Oh man, awesome. It's not loading a level yet though, but that's great.
I don't want your story, I just need a name. Details only bore me, we just came to play. Everyone around you is just in the way.
Passkey very well player. Do I have that? I think so.
You don't
I do.
want my story, you just need a name. And it goes 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, 4. Make the same mistake on board. Running circles round our heads. Laughing hurts, so we play dead. 5 times, oh, and that makes 6. Really hoping this one sticks. Bang my head against the wall. What's it take to make us fall?
Alright, game object fine with tag. Key.
Maybe he can make it better. Maybe he can. Maybe he can. Maybe he can. Maybe he's gonna sell ourselves. Even no one I don't want your story.
Great. Is it literal? Yeah, I guess it is. Okay. Select. Now it's a little different. Okay. Doing good so far. Layer. And application variable. Still do update event? That's kind of odd. Alright, let's test if this works here. I would love if that was the case. Ooh! That ain't good. Let's go ahead and play it for a second and see if it works. Maybe they did something wrong on their end. Maybe. Oh, the sprite didn't change. Okay. Oh, gotcha. A new image. Set sprite. I'm glad they at least warned me. That's what's going on. Boom. Save. Overrides my butt. Oh shit. That is still happening. Okay. Oh, I can't walk around even. Oh god. It's all breaking. Oh, this all supposed to take place in HUD key graph. Gosh, no wonder. Let's go back to scene HUD. I don't think they'll fix it because that. Missing UI image sprite. Oh, you're working, but what's going on, baby? Once we fix this, we'll call it a day. Press key. Okay. It's got a variable, but I haven't set anything on it from looks of it. This is the point where you're trying to figure things out. That's alright. I'm getting it here. Man, you make a mistake and it's like hard to go through and just find it. Wait a tick. We need to check the ASCII variable. Does that literally mean that? Oh, I'm gonna be so mad. That's surely not gonna work. Let's see what happens here. No, I didn't think so. That does seem pretty good wrong. So the big problem's actually happening in HUD. Okay. I gotta call it quits. I just realized I was looking at the wrong time for this. This has been going for 2 hours. I thought it was going for just 1 hour. Oh my gosh. No wonder. Alright, so we're gonna call it quits today and come back tomorrow and we're gonna solve what is going on with the door sprite and key sprite as well as the spikes. It looks like for the spikes, simply that whenever I set the super unit up, I didn't reattach it correctly. Easy peasy. The sprite thing's actually a little bit of a more complex issue I'm kind of curious about. So that's gonna be the mystery for tomorrow to solve, and hopefully we'll get it all figured out. So yeah, continuing Volt tomorrow. I bet I'm gonna be able to finish the tutorial set tomorrow if I'm lucky. That'd be amazing. Then we're getting one step closer to adding the features that will be in the game, and like then once if I can get to that point, then I start working on the art, which is what I'm good at. For now, gotta keep struggling with the hard stuff, which is just learning the basics of Volt and take it from there. So, another step done today, and keep it up tomorrow. You can remember to get in contact with me via the comment or going to the Instagram via HardDrive32. It's kind of where type in HardDrive32 anywhere online. You're gonna be able to find me. And love me with other credits. And I hope to see you guys here soon. Catch up with you tomorrow. Bye bye.